practice lesson in Curipod, come to the home page, and then you'll see the STAAR, STR, and ECR writing practice card. You also see the TELPAS card here if you rather want to do that. Click on the STAAR card and select your subject. So I'm going to use RLA, and then you can select your question type. You can see short constructed response, paired passages, extended constructed response. In this example, I'm going to do the SCR. Click next, and then I can choose between creating it with AI or using my own material. If you use your own material, you can add the question to ask your students and the passage for them to read, and Curipod will provide the AI feedback when they answer these questions. But I'm going to show you how you create it with AI. So you click Create with AI, and then you make sure you set your grade level, and then you can select a skill. So let's do determine the main claim. And then you can set a passage genre. So I'll do informational passage. And then we can type a topic for the passage. And the topic you use for the passage, you can choose. I recommend something you think the students would be interested in reading about. So this could be either something they are passionate about, and it could vary based on their interest. It could be Pokemon, it could be the Winter Olympics. You can also use a content skill they're covering in another subject, for instance, photosynthesis. For this example, I'm going to use, let's do Winter Olympics. And then you'll click Generate Lesson. When your lesson is created, you can go through it here. You will see that it has a reading passage for the students to read. It has some scaffolding questions for the students to answer, and then it has the AI feedback question. When you want to use this with your students, you will click Start Now. And here your students will be able to join from Curie.live. To show you briefly how this works, instead of clicking Start Now, I will click Try as a Student, where I get both a teacher screen and a student screen, so I can show you how it works. The students will enter a PIN code, and they will enter their name, and you on the teacher screen can click Ready. Then we'll go through the lesson, and the students follow along here, and then you can either pull the text up on the teacher device and you can read out loud. It's a text about the Winter Olympics, or the students can pull the passage up on their devices and read it there. Then we can start one of the scaffolding questions. Why do fans lean forward during the race according to the passage? We can select the answer we believe is right. So it's to check for the student's understanding of the text. And then we get the right answer here. We have a few more of these scaffolding questions in, but the real magic is in the AI feedback question here. So here, this question mimics the STAAR questions. And the question is, what is the author's main claim about the short track speed skating? Support your answer with evidence from the text. So in this case, I will just write, it is that skating is fun. No evidence from the text is a really bad answer. It's just an example. I submit it as a student, and when the activity is over, the teacher can end the activity. And you'll see how many words your students have written. And the real magic is, of course, that you can now click Give Feedback. As you see, all your students get a score on their device and a glow and grow feedback. And as a teacher, you can continue the lesson. You can go through the student responses, and they get to try again and revise and improve based on their feedback. So to sum it up, when you have the lesson, you just click Start Now when you're in the classroom to get it started. And on the homepage, to create more STAAR activities, you open the STAAR card, you select your subject, you select your question type, and you create your STAAR lesson. Good luck.